Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Halftime with K Bizzy. Hope you guys enjoyed my little April Fool's joke. I don't know. I don't do April Fool's a whole lot, so I thought I had to do the Gabe Newell podcast. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Hopefully you guys got a good laugh out of it too. However, today we got a real guest back on. We have Dingle returning to the podcast. About a year ago since we had him on, and if you guys caught the first episode, then you know that Dingle has designed a lot of sticker signatures for pro players. Professional shit poster, of course, everybody knows that. And now we have him coming back on the podcast, and we talked about stickers a little bit again. He's also been sending out some skins to some pro players for tournaments like the Shanghai Major that recently just passed the end of last year. And I'm not going to spoil too much about who he sent them out to and that sort of thing. You guys will have to listen to that for yourself, but very, very cool stuff. And sorry, I think my dog's behind me here. Want to say hi, Rocky? Say hi. Anyways, that's what we're up to today. Dingle, always a pleasure talking to my guy. Ever since the first podcast we did last year, we've been, getting kind of close and, playing more CS and stuff together. So very cool to do this again. And a little bit different too, because I don't usually interview people that are like friends of mine. If I interview somebody, maybe we become friends after, but to interview someone that's already my friend, I don't know, it's weird, but it's super cool too. And, we can do it all day long, especially with a guy like Dingle. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you're new to the platform, make sure you check out all the other podcast episodes. We've had huge names such as Launder, Sparkles, War Owl, Summit 1G. Yeah, I have so many people, so go check them out after this episode. But we're going to cut out and head into the podcast. We will catch you guys on the outro. Much love. We'll catch you then. Enjoy. Yo.
Yo. Yeah, what up? It's weekend. We all happy?
Yes, we happy. Happier than FaZe right now. Holy shit, dude. Not looking good for them.
We'll see.
All right, well, I don't know about you, but after this, I'm definitely trying to play some matchmaking.
Me too.
So,
yeah, I can play some. Let's speedrun this podcast, like 20 minutes, and then we'll just insta-go matchmaking.
Yeah, for real. So it's been a while since we had you on, almost a year ago to be exact. And since the last time, we've been playing more, and now we're homies and stuff, and it's pretty cool. And you've had some pretty cool things happen in your CS life since then, but I gotta ask first things first. Are you crafting up any signatures for future pro stickers for the Austin Major?
Well, after the Copenhagen Major, I wasn't sure. After Valve was basically declined everything, every idea. So I kind of gave it up. But for the Shanghai Major, turns out I didn't create anything, but some pros used the idea from Copenhagen for the Shanghai Major. So I guess it's still allowed by Valve, or I get allowed again,
Okay.
as long as they create them themselves, with the by hand. So yeah, I am kind of planning to create some in the near future for Austin, and we'll see. I guess hopefully some get used.
Yeah, that'd be sick, man. How many signatures have you had in the game so far right now? It's a few, right?
Yeah, for Copenhagen, I made so many, but only a few got accepted. Most of them aren't really how do you say it? A unique design,
Uh-huh.
It's mostly just their name because all the cool ones got declined. So I don't really feel like those are really autographs I created. I don't know. I did make the idea, but it's not really a cool autograph. But nonetheless, No Way had a cool one. Nerds has a cool one, which actually kind of was created by my friend Jort. You might know him. You have played some matchmaking with him.
Yeah. The JL one
Yeah.
is one of my favorites. It's just so cute.
Yep. Bro, I was so sad it was declined for Copenhagen.
Dude,
And
I
then,
know.
bro, when Shanghai came, he didn't tell me anything. And then the capsules dropped, the autograph capsules, and I was like, huh?
It just appeared.
Yeah, and I was like, that's crazy. He didn't tell me anything. And I DM'd him, and he's like, yep, it's in the game now. It's history. And not only JL, also Shush. He used the idea I made for him for Copenhagen. And he didn't tell me either, but it was also really cool idea. It's like the two U's in his name are like eyes, and it's basically a smiley. Yeah, like those feel way more like an actual unique autograph instead of just a name. So those really feel like stickers I made, or like I didn't make them, but the idea I made.
Okay, I get what you mean. And for the people that are listening that maybe didn't see the first episode that you were in, how did you get into making stickers for pros and, getting to interact with them? Like how did you get to that stage?
In 2023 for the Paris Major, so that was probably in like I think it was May. KDN put out a tweet asking for ideas. Well, you know the way I'm like I love a little bit of trolling, a little bit of shit posting. So I made some really stupid ideas, and for the whole team, not only for KDN, for the whole heroic team back then, and that kind of did well. And people just asked if I could make them one, like out of their name. So I started doing that and just kind of rolled more from like literally like they were made in paint, the first ones, and more asked. So I was like, okay, I gotta put a little bit more effort into them. So I drew them in like Photoshop and stuff, and then I was like, okay, this is kind of fun to do, like making autographs from names. So I also did them for pros. Like they didn't ask me. I just went through the list of pros that went to the major.
You're just firing them off, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, there was this tweet I had for like 4 pros, including Rain. Was expecting a baby back then, or like got one. I think he got a baby. So I made the eye in Rain like a baby and stuff. Like it was kind of cool. He saw that somehow and DM'd me like asking if he could use it for the major as an autograph.
Dude.
That was insane. Sadly, that got declined because it was I don't know, too detailed or something.
Valve just hates babies, I guess.
Yeah, that was literally like our fault. Like it's probably the baby. Like it's not a good match with Counter Strike. But then in the like now you have the deagles from the Armory Pass. They have babies on them, so it
I
doesn't make
mean,
sense.
yeah.
I don't know why it got declined. Yeah, that basically showed me that it's possible. You know, like it is possible to create autographs for pros. So I just made some more, but it was kind of too late. Like the major basically already started when he told me that they were declined, and I didn't really have time to make more. But in November that year, so a couple months before Copenhagen, I got a DM from him again, asking if I could make him one for Copenhagen out of nowhere. Like it's like imagine like it's a half year after the Paris Major, and I just got a random DM from him.
Dude.
So yeah, I immediately started creating some, and that also kind of how do you say it, like lit up the fire
Hmm.
to create more, create them for pros again. So that's what it did. Also, where JL1 came from, because I made that one like in November 2023, which is 4 or 5 months before the major. But he saw that too, and he DM'd me too, like, "Yo, can I use this?" I started making some more. Other pros DM'd me, and like I guess like before the armor. I
Okay.
got so many DMs from like pros asking if I could make one because
You're
it was
just like the
mostly
go-to guy. It seems
yeah,
like.
apparently. Yeah, apparently. Like there were also some other guys. Yeah, it was a crazy period. At some point, like right before the RMR, or like right before when they had to, like the last day when they could send in the autographs. Like that the week before, every day I basically got like 1, 2, 3 DMs from a pro asking if I could make one. So every day
Dude.
after work, after school, I was just spending the whole evening just creating autographs. It was so stupid, but it was a
That's
lot of fun.
so crazy. Even just for Rain too, like, you're probably not even thinking about when you last interacted with them and then boom, randomly just like, yo, I need a signature. Like that, like he remembered you and like you popped
Yeah.
into his head when like that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
absolutely crazy.
crazy, yeah.
This episode of Halftime with K Bizzy is brought to you in part by Pricempire.com. Pricempire.com is absolutely loaded with essential tools for any skin enthusiast. Whether it be their blog, their price comparison app, the trending deals, or your personal inventory tracker, I mean, Price Empire really has it all. Pricempire.com is trusted by more than 1 million users on Trustpilot to ensure everybody that it is a fair and legit website. Pricempire.com is linked in the description. Go step your skins game up today. So, not only have you had a few stickers in the game, but many skin cells dream of having something that they own whether it be skins or stickers or signatures for pros or anything like that, people want their stuff in the game. That's like a huge goal for a lot of people. You last year had a hell of an awesome year with having another signature submitted for Shanghai Major. And this again is the one that I'm talking about, the JL one. You kind of touched on it a little bit, but like, how did you interact with him? Was he one of the people that, just randomly DM'd you, or did you reach out to him, or did he see something that you did, or how did that go? Because I think that JL signature is like, to me, that's like one of your best ones. It's just the perfect one.
Yeah, 100%. It's also the one, by the way, that just because I was looking for like an autograph to make that got into the game to use as like the best one for like 4x crafts. And after the Copenhagen one, it didn't feel right. They didn't feel like cool enough, like made by me. But the JL one, bro, I have like 3 or 4 or 5 crafts with 4x JL.
Oh yeah.
It's so cool. But yeah, so after the rain one, I made his just without him reaching out to me or me reaching out to him. I think I did like interact with him with like about other stuff. I don't know, just after the Paris major, he kind of didn't really talk a lot, but just I liked him as a pro. And then he DM'd me asking if he could use it. But I don't really know. I don't think it was like right after it. It was right before the major, I think, somewhere. Yeah, just asked if we could use it, and of course I said yes. And sadly, it didn't get accepted. But yeah, as I said in the Shanghai major when the capsules dropped, and it was in there, like I was so surprised. He didn't tell me anything, and it was right there. And that made the whole like week, month, year. Basically, I'm still happy with it because now it finally feels like there's an like I didn't create a drought myself, but it's still the idea. Like there's a sticker that I created, or like the idea I created, and I mean it's in Counter Strike, man. Like
Yeah.
it's still crazy to think about. I could never create a craft. I mean, like a skin or a sticker. Like sticker, I want to try, but
That would be cool.
maybe in the future. And charms too. Like nowadays you can create charms, like charm skins. I don't know, but those also kind of seem easier than like a full skin. Like it's way less
Yeah.
detailed, like the model. So who knows? Like maybe I can do that, but like I feel there's so much competition with stuff like that. It's really difficult to get in the game. So yeah, like having a sticker, like an autograph in game, that's already like enough for me. I'm happy.
It's just the whole point of like, yes, it's not your name on the stickers, but like you're the reason why some of the stickers are in the game. So like you in a way are kind of like tied into the history of CS at this point, over and over and over, like multiple times.
Yeah, and like my name doesn't need to be on it. Like I get happy, like I'm happy that it's in there, and I don't like other people don't need to know that it's mine. Like I'm happy with it being in the game. Uh, just like I don't know, like tweets or shitposts or memes. Like I'm happy to see they do well. If people steal them, I don't care. Like if people like them, then I'm happy. Unless it's used for like engagement for like a company, like a gambling company or whatever, then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
different. Yeah, people don't need to know it's me. As long as I know that they like the content itself, then like I'm happy.
No, for sure. And the biggest topic for today that I kind of wanted to talk about was your insane run with, getting your skins used in the Shanghai Major. This was kind of tying into what I said with you had a hell of a year last year. You had your beautiful M4 Fade Craft used by FaZe Rain. You had the infamous Knock to a Dragon lore and your Deagle Print Stream Craft for Zontix, which was actually used to win the Shanghai Major. So that might even be the most important one of all of them. How was your experience with lending skins out to the big dogs in the pro scene? Because that's not something you hear about every day.
Well, as I said, like after the Paris major, I like the whole team Apex. I was a big fan of, and I tried to interact with as much as possible. So that's including JL back then. But also Knock, the Alper, like just being a big fan of him and just hoping to see him do well. Like just I guess being a classic fan of a pro player. But yeah, like end of last year, I fulfilled one of my dreams, getting a dragon lore. And yes, it's an ugly skin, guys. It's one of the worst. But like, it's so how do you say it? Like, just so legendary, you know.
It's historical
Every
now.
everybody knows the D lore. I had to get one. And when I got it, it was one or like a couple months before the major, I think, or like 2 months before RMR, 1 month. So I knew like I have to borrow this out to someone. And it's an AWP. Nog is an AWPer. I kind of preferred him to use it than maybe like a more known AWPer, like I don't know, let's say Brokey or something.
Okay.
Because just I wanted to see him do well, and I would prefer watching his games over just a random other game. So I wanted him to use it. Um, and that's why I crafted 4 knock golds on it and just asked him in DM, yo, you want to use this? And yeah, well, he wanted to use it, luckily. Uh, that's the first skin, I think, that was basically confirmed to be used. Well,
Okay.
not in the major, because it was right before RMR, so like that's not confirmed in the major, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It first has to get to the through the RMR, and luckily they did. Sadly, they got 0-3 in the first stage of the major, but it was still used in the major.
Yep, absolutely.
That counts for me. And what was the second one? I think basically the other one that I just basically lent out by just reaching out to a pro was well, Rain. And yeah, like right around the time that I got the dealer, the Armory Pass update dropped, and I got M4 Fate. I put 4 FaZe Hollows on it, FaZe MLG Hollows,
Yep.
and I mean it kind of, I don't know, it wouldn't make sense to borrow out a FaZe-craft to a non-FaZe player.
No, for
So
sure.
I had to ask a FaZe player, and I think they either have like closed DMs or just you probably will end up in the message request, or like I don't know, not, like they probably won't see the DM.
Yeah.
But I mean, Rain, I had his DM from making the autographs, so I reached out to him. It was like the worst screenshot ever, like in an inspect server. I didn't even wait to get a good screenshot from like a screenshot creator. So I just sent him like it was a bad screenshot, but
You pretty
somehow he
much just
saw
hit
it.
F12 and just sent it off.
Yeah, and not like actually, yeah, true. Uh, but somehow he accepted. He said yes, wanted to use it. I sent it to him before RMR, and well, he made it to the finals. Sadly, he lost it, but uh, he still used it. And then there was one other that I just managed to borrow out by just reaching out, which was the NQZ AK. That was basically the same. I just asked him in DM, yo, you want to use this?
So
Because I
crazy,
put,
man.
yeah, like I just put 4 NQZ holos on it. Because that just was the best looking Rio holo sticker, I think. Like it wasn't even because I was a big fan of him. Um, Not that he is not a cool guy, of course, but still. Uh, yeah, and then I just DM'd him, yo, you want to use this? And he reacted like, yeah, of course, just I'd love to. And he used it for the RMR. He used it for the major. I think also after that for like Blast for Kato. So like he actually liked it. And after borrowing out those 3, or it was right after borrowing out the M4 and the D-Lore, I reached out to Neb, which has been on this podcast already for
Yep.
Skins for Pros.
Yep.
So if you're a real fan, you should know what Skins for Pros is.
Yes, sir. Big facts.
But yep, yeah, I reached out. Like I kind of liked borrowing out skins after those. So I reached out to him, and somehow he said yes. And that's where I also borrowed out, uh, like, well, of course, the Dingle to Sontix and some others, but those didn't make it to the major. I think USP to Swai and some others maybe. But the Deagle used by Zontix made it to the major. It made it to the finals. He didn't use it in the finals. He used it in I think the semis or the quarterfinals. But he, like, as a team spirit, won the major. So sadly, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it 100% won the finals, like a major winning skin, because it wasn't used in the finals. But technically, like the pro that used it won the finals, so it's still a major winning skin.
Hey, it was in his loadout. I mean, if you ask me,
Yeah,
that counts all day.
true, and it got a kill in the playoffs, so still it was used to get to the finals. So that counts, I guess. And after I brought that out to him for Kato, he also reached out. I don't know, like, probably just looked through my inventory or whatever. I don't know, but he just was like, "Yo, can I use your dragon lore?" And I was like, "Okay." Uh, there's probably not another pro because I think everybody already had skins. So I sent it to him, and of course, like, Team Spirit is one of the bigger contenders for the finals. And I was planning to go to Kato, so I was really hoping to find someone that could use a skin and manage to get to the playoffs, so I can, like, see it on the screen, you know. So I mean, Zontix, yeah, he was probably gonna make it to the playoffs, so I said yes. He luckily enough, he did well. He didn't use it himself, but he dropped it to Shiro a couple times. I think also in the finals, but they lost that one. So again, not really a tournament winning skin. We will have to wait, maybe in Austin. But I mean, it's so crazy. I was there with friends, and to see your craft being used, like, on the screen,
Yeah,
it was so sick.
right in front
Uh,
of you, in person.
yeah, that's what kind of, I don't know. I won't say, like, I can't really say it sucked for Shanghai, but I mean, it's so far away. I couldn't go there.
Hmm.
But thankfully, Lady from Twitter, I don't know if you know her, but she went there. So I reached out and I said, "Yo, my M4 made it to playoffs. Could you maybe, if he uses it, like, make a couple, I don't know, pictures, of it on the screen? I just wanted to have it as, like, a memory." And luckily she did, and she made, like, uh, videos and pictures of it in
Hell
the
yeah.
quarterfinals, in the semifinals, and in the finals. So, like, I'm really thankful to her for doing that, because otherwise I wouldn't really have a, how do you say it, like, just something to remember it by. I don't know, like in real life, picture does so much more than just a screenshot of it being used, like, in the
No, for
finals.
sure. Yeah. And
So
for
yeah, I'm
Austin, do you have any plans on, like, you have to have something coming to Austin, right? You have to have a skin going up for that.
I mean, probably if hopefully if BC game makes it to RMR. BZ game, well, Nauk is in BZ game now. So if he makes it to RMR, then I mean, I gotta give him the dealer for sure. But if he, like, in the case that they don't, then hopefully someone else will use it, because I mean, it's one of the bigger skins in the inventory, so I can probably get that to the RMR, and then just hope that it makes to the major, and hopefully to the playoffs. But I don't really have specific people. Maybe NQZ with the AK. Maybe I'll ask Rain again for the M4. Who knows? I did for Kato and he didn't react, but I'll just try again, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
worst answer you could get is a no. Then you just move on with
yeah,
your day.
yeah, for sure. So hopefully I'll find someone that. I mean, I'll probably get some skins in the major, like, or the RMR, but the playoffs is where it's at. Like, being there physically and seeing it. That's the big goal.
And when you look back at it, like, it's insane to use one of your skins, let alone three of your crafts or four of them used in a major. How does it feel that you have some incredibly unique and special skins in your possession? Like, when you get the skins back and you can play with them again, like, what does this mean to you? It's got to be like a dream come true, I bet.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I even, like, half a year before I got the dealer, like, I couldn't even think about having a skin that you could borrow out. I knew about Skins for Pros, of course, but I never expected to ever be there in the near future, to be in that Discord. So it's already, I don't know, like I had the dealer basically at a sort of, how do you call it? Uh, I was gonna keep it and then sell it to use the funds to go to Austin because like I wanted to go there. You know, like I was planning, like I wanted to go there. I was planning to go there for like a year almost.
Oh yeah.
Um, I never knew if I could make it, but when I got the dealer, I basically told myself, okay, I'm gonna use this until the major, until the Austin major, and then sell it, and then I know for sure that I can go, but that I have the funds. So that was the original plan, but also with the M4. Before that, I didn't really have an inventory that I kept for a long time. I basically always got new skins. I got bored of skins. These skins, like, they just have a story, you know, like emotional value. Like, I cannot sell them. Like, even the dealer, I won't sell for the Awesome Major. Um, it just, it's an extra, uh, yeah, story. It's you feel attached to them or something. I don't know. How do you call it?
Yeah, no, I totally get what you mean. Like if you were to sell your knock to a dragon lore and get another one, yeah, cool, you got another dragon lore, but you don't have your dragon lore. You don't have the dragon lore,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would definitely prefer this over like maybe a clean factory new one. This one is just better. It's just
Yeah, for sure.
it's just mine, you know, like it's the Dingle, it's the Noct Dragon Lore. So it's way more unique. It feels more unique. If I would sell the one of them, like one of the skins that was used in the major, I would regret it 100%. And then after a month, maybe after a half year, maybe after a year, like I will try to get it back 100%. I've sold skins with some emotional value before, and then it just feels bad because you miss them, sort of.
Yeah, and especially if you're not selling it, like if you're selling it to someone who you don't really know or isn't your friend, you know, you're gonna sell it to them. You're probably never gonna get that thing back. So that'd be a pretty tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If I would have to sell one of them, it would probably be to a good friend, and just hopefully they won't resell it to someone else. So at least like if you will miss it, then you can buy it back again.
Yeah,
Um,
and don't gamble it
yeah, like
away.
if that's the big like I would never gamble, bro. I mean, a few cases, maybe here and there.
No, I mean like
Just
if you
don't
lent it out to a friend, like
yeah,
okay, I'll buy this back in like 6 months. Do not throw this on CS:GO roll or something.
yep, yep, for sure. It will probably be to someone that I know that can keep it, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But that is if I would sell it, and like I'm not planning to. Like I won't sell any of them. And if I sell the M4, by the way, you already know who's going to
Oh
you
baby, I'm first in line for that any day of the week. Any day of the week, I'll take out a loan for that if I have to.
in 2050 somewhere, bro. Like
Oh my god.
never.
The craft is just it works so perfect. The fade works so perfect on that thing, man.
Yep, and then also the story that's added to it later, like, bro.
Yeah, you really can't top that. You can't.
Because I think even like with the four stickers, and even with the charm, it's not a one of one. I think there's like I think like 10 or 20 with four face holos after that, like
Okay.
created after the major.
Yeah, but like, you know, the sticker choice was perfect. It looks like a good fade. I don't know what percent it is, but it looks like it's a really good one. I don't know, man. That's then you throw the whole phase rain use this on top of that. Like that's the best M4 in the game as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's actually like the lowest fade you can have. It's like 80%.
Oh, really?
Because then the body is more pink. Otherwise, I think it's like purple, and the pink is more towards the barrel. And I think
Okay.
like a pink body is way better, so I went for as low fade as possible.
Yeah, I mean, shit, dude. Whatever makes the craft look better. Fuck, it doesn't have to be 99% or something. If it works, it works.
Yep, like if I like it, then it's better than it being I don't know, more expensive or like better fade, bro. It's what I want,
Yeah,
so I
for
get
sure.
less bored of it.
And last year you got featured in the FaZe video for how many noobs to beat a CS2 pro team, and I had to ask you about this because I remember you were like super hyped that you got involved in this. How did you land yourself in such a cool situation to be playing against FaZe with like How many people did you guys have on your team? Like 10 or 15 versus FaZe Clan?
Yeah, we had a big amount. I don't know. Like it was, I think, right after our first podcast, or like right after the major,
Yeah.
the Copenhagen major. But yeah, like actually thinking about it, like time flies, man. Like it's only a year ago. It feels like 2 or 3 years ago.
Dude,
Like we did
literally.
so much last year. But yeah, the FaZe Esport account, they tweeted out that they were gonna, like, I don't know, like I mean basically FaZe team versus noobs, and just every round there would, like every round the noobs lost a round, then another person could join, and then just
Oh.
end up seeing like how many noobs does it take to beat FaZe Clan. That was the whole idea. Um, so I joined the Discord, and at that point I didn't really do well in CS. I had like 3,000 hours, but my friends know the hours don't say a lot, because I have 3,000 hours and I still played like a silver. And there were way more, like there were like a lot of people wanting to join for the video, but like they did the first team, which ended up uh, being not what I wanted, because the people were not noob. They were actually way better than noob. And in the video, they just said like they made it, and for the second team, um, the pros think that they're noob, but they end up being good people, like as if it was the whole plan. But it's kind of funny. Like they were the first team to play and not the second, and they didn't know that they were good. So for the second round, because there are like 2 rounds, they wanted actual noobs, and they wanted to be sure of it. So I just showed my Letify, and yeah, that basically convinced them. Like my Letify was bad back then. It was really bad. And like I was happy with it, because I waited like all day, like hours. We were in the Discord waiting for the second round to happen. Like it took a long time, but it was worth it. Um, and even when the second round started, when we were ready, um, I didn't want to be one of the last ones. Like it might be a little bit selfish, but I just said to them, because they had the first 5 they had ready, and I was like, okay, um, next round, do you mind if I just join? And nobody was like, no, no, I want to go first. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. So of course the first round they lost, and I was like, I'm just gonna join. I didn't know how to do it, like what the plan was, but in the warm up of the second round, I just joined the team, and I mean, it just ended up going smooth, and nobody um, was like, "No, you don't need to do it. You shouldn't do it like this." So we just played like that, and we played for I don't know how many rounds, bro. Like time flew. It was just trolling, just trying to knife. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I even quick scoped Kerrigan, I think, and we just got clapped every round. And at
Dude.
some point, it was just it's like a big army of zombies, basically. And then we finally won the round. Um, but yeah, bro, it's just one of those random side stories, side missions. It feels like that I did. It was so much fun, and the video did well too. Like I think it
Oh,
was like
yeah. It's at like
more than a
2.4 million.
million. Yeah, yeah, it did crazy good. Even though they uploaded it, when was it, like end of last year? Like more than half a year after it happened, because there was something with like the recording software of the pros or something. Like it didn't record
Oh, shit.
um,
Okay.
correctly or something. Like I don't know what happened, but we had to wait a long time. But it was worth it. It's a banger video.
Yeah, it's super
People
fun
have
to
to watch it,
watch.
bro. Yeah.
And when you watch it, like these guys were genuinely enjoying it. Like FaZe Rain was laughing. Like they were all
Yeah.
laughing. Like they genuinely enjoyed it. There was one round, I forget off the top of my head. I think they were T side, and it was on Mirage, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys started rushing through a main, and they were just waiting there, and they just fucking mowed you guys down, and they were
Yeah.
just laughing so hard about it. Like it's such a fun watch, such a fun watch. I'll put it in the link
Yeah.
in the description too.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, people should watch it.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, it was like a lot of fun because the whole idea was bots or noobs versus FaZe, so it didn't feel bad to play as a noob. Like everybody was just having fun, just
Yeah, yeah.
even trying to lose it. So it took a longer time. So I was like full troll, full bot. It was so fun.
And like sometimes when you watch them when they're up on the stage, they just got 13-0'd by Virtus Pro of all teams the other day. That's a not very pretty to look
Yeah.
at. But then when you see them play against 15 people, like you see the professional. Sometimes you see them get absolutely clapped, and it sucks. But then you go and see them playing against like 15 people, and like it really shows how they are professional because they're truly really good. But I don't know, seems like they just don't have I don't know, they have a lot of bad days compared to good days, it seems.
Yep. Yeah. Even in chaotic situations of like 20 silvers running at them, they even had tactics
Yeah,
and good aim.
literally.
So yeah, Kerrigan can still do it.
Yeah, he can still do it. So with such an incredible 2024, would you say that this was like the best year for you in the CS community? Like was 2024 your most memorable year?
Um, I thought 2023 was the best, but then 2024 started, and I mean, it just ended like it started with like a bang, like Copenhagen Major. We cannot forget the halftime podcast. The face video. It was all like in March, I think, like the start of the year, and then I don't know, like you had the was that in 2024 the custom sticker placement update? I think that was in
Yes.
2024. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, bro. Like that was also only a year ago, and that's basically where I kind of started getting traction on Twitter because I just created so many crafts and stupid ideas. That was like a fun time. Um, but yeah, that all at the start of the year, like crazy things happened. Like it was for sure up until now the best year, but 2025 might be even better. Like Austin Major, like
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be a movie for sure.
That's what I wanted to ask you too. Is there anything that you're working on or hoping to work on in particular to knock off, your 2025 bucket list to try to make this your best year, or are you kind of just waiting to see what happens and, approach opportunities as they arise?
I mean, in 2024, I was really trying to grow my Twitter, the shitpost stuff. Like it sounds stupid, but like I wanted to reach something, and I kind of had like a bucket list of things that I wanted to do, including I mean like a million views for a tweet, 100k likes, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even 10k likes I didn't have back then. Uh, which sounds stupid because it's so much. Like I don't want to undervalue 10k likes or even 1k likes. Like it's crazy. But I had mm, I I just had like things that I wanted to do, and I basically completed all of them in 2024. So for this year, I don't know. Like I'm just gonna enjoy. Um, just there's no pressure behind it. Like I'm just there doing creating shitpost out of passion. I don't want to reach anything. I'm just having fun, and I guess that's what 2025 is going to be about. Just enjoying whatever I do, shitposting, creating autographs, and hopefully riding off of the success of 2024. And hopefully it will be a crazy, like even better year than 2020. I hope 2025 will be a better year than 2024. Like it's gonna be hard, but who knows?
Yeah, man, and it's only the beginning of the year. Like you still got another, little less than 9 months now, but like time is of the essence. There's
Yep.
always enough time. There's always enough time, and it's only the beginning of the year. You can definitely make something happen. I mean, your last 2 years have been incredible. So who's to say you're not going to do it a third time in a row? That's how I look at it.
Like we have 3 months until Austin Major, probably
Mm-hmm.
like two until the Armor, so there's time to create autographs. Who knows? Maybe we can get an autograph in. That
Yeah.
might be like that's. I guess that's a goal for 2025. Get an autograph in the Austin Major. Um, and something I've not done before is work for a company. Um, so that's hopefully that's something that I can do. I got offers in 2024 last year, but nothing that I was happy with. Like that I knew that I could put all my energy in and
Mm.
be worth something for that company. Or it was a gambling company, CS:GO Roll. um,
Ooh.
yep. I immediately said. I mean, not immediately. I kind of wanted to see what they offered, but I said no. Um, and yeah, there were like other teams and companies. I guess I can just like it's not really a secret. M80, ITB. I luckily said no to because
Oh yeah,
well,
dodged the bullet there.
GG. Yep. And M80, I did try for like a couple posts. I didn't know like what happened. Like it didn't really end up being something. But maybe this year, yeah. We'll see. Maybe.
I mean, it feels like there's a lot more. I don't know. It feels like there's a lot more companies that come out, whether it's like trading companies or just even a meme account that isn't really a company. I just feel like there's so many people that just come out of nowhere. Like there's always going to be a market for trying to get new memes or different strategies to attract people to accounts and stuff like that. So there's definitely going to be a time where you get your shine there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, it's good to see like that a lot of people start seeing shitposting as a how do you call it, like a method or like actually having value and getting people to the company. But on the other hand, there's like also so many accounts and companies that joined and are basically spamming like stolen TikToks, and I mean
Yeah.
we all know the accounts, but yeah, like that's not what I like. It kind of ruins the community a bit.
Hmm.
Um,
It's not
but
as
yeah,
authentic.
no, exactly. But on the other hand, it does feel like a lot of other people started doing shit posts the last 2 years.
No, big
So
time.
that's good. That's good to see.
And so long as it's original and it's like, you know, I don't know, like you said, there's just a lot of like content theft. I don't know. It sounds weird
Yeah.
because anybody can go, oh, copy image, post, but I don't know. It's the whole, what kills me is when people like just straight up steal stuff and just post it like it's their own. Like, I don't know. I don't want to name drop any like accounts or anything, but like we all see it and it's just like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, like there's like people told me to use watermarks, but like I don't care if people steal my memes for like to use it on Reddit or whatever. As long as it's not um a social media manager for like a company that uses it without giving credit, and that happens so often. Like in my opinion, like your job as a social media manager is creating the content, right?
100%.
And then all they do all day is scrolling TikTok, copy paste the video onto Twitter, and well, some do it with credit, like good for them. Like that's what we want to see, but
Yeah. But still, you're
uh,
getting paid to create content
yeah,
creating, not
yeah.
content reposting. Anybody can fucking repost. Like, you got to be original.
Yeah, like I mean, as long as they give credit, then you do you. Like if your boss is happy with it, but then on the other hand, in my opinion, you should be creating your own content for sure. And it's good to see like companies like Heroic and G2 and others. They make banger content, and they all make it like it's all created by themselves, and that's how it should be. But yeah, sadly, there is a few accounts that without credit steal stuff, and that's basically what they all do all day.
Yeah, for sure. But hey, dude, it's been a pleasure having you back on. That was the last question I had for you there. So, is there anything that you want to discuss or disclose before we end things? Anything you want to promote? Anything like that?
Well, first of all, thank you. We were
Hell
planning on
yeah,
doing a
man.
part two. Like we talked about stickers the last time, but there's a lot of other stuff that we talked about now. Um, and I mean, watch the face video. It's a banker. Watch
Yes.
Skins for Pros if you want to know more about Skins for Pros and borrowing skins. And I guess just subscribe to Halftime. It's a good
Hey.
podcast, and there's so many people in the scene that have a lot of good stories. So
All right, everybody, there it is. Dingle has done it again, and he's just an awesome guy, man. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Show some love to Dingle today. His links will be in the description, just under mine. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps me out a ton, and it doesn't cost you anything. Thank you guys so much for checking out another episode of Halftime with K Bizzy. We are uploading every single Friday, so that means we will catch you on the next episode next Friday. Much love. Till next time, y'all.